Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Tea of the Week, where we look into events that may be coming towards each of the signs next week, or the coming week, or this week, whenever you see this, from July 12th to July 18th, yes. And remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates with you, leave behind the rest, never ever force it to fit if it doesn't. We're going from Aries to Pisces. There's a collective at the end. I always recommend that you also watch the collective. There may actually be something in there for you. Timestamps are below. And let's just get started. I'm using tea leaves with tarot, of course. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. Let's start with Aries. Aries. 12th to the 18th. Oh, by the way, if you like this, please like the video, like the content. I would appreciate it. All right, so we go to Aries. Aries, 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 Aries. Show me the Aries. Aries, show me Aries. Keep seeing Two of Cups. Aries, I kept seeing Two of Cups while shuffling for you, Aries, so now you know that. Alright, let's get to it. Show me Aries. We have a firecracker. We have a carrot and a fan. We have a leg. And we have a clouds. Clouds, clouds, clouds. Let me get them over here. Firecracker starting the entire thing. That's excitement. That is a good week here for you. Fire, excitement. I see things coming towards you very, very quickly. What is it that will bring you that happiness? It seems as though there's maybe a party or some sort of event to celebrate that may be coming out of nowhere for you, Aries. You may not have been expecting it, but it is here, and you're basically stepping into some kind of a new experience. There are some temporary problems, but they are like minor clouds, so you're having a good week. Something coming towards you very quickly. It really is. This is the quickest reading you get here. It is such a quick reading. 8 of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, the Moon. Excitement, fire. You have something here that really screams excitement. It's a news coming towards you. It's fascinating. It feels like it's coming out of nowhere. It's like boom, there it is, new beginning, something that's solid. It could be in work, by the way. And yeah, there we have these temporary problems, but they are so minor. They are so minor. It's this could be that it may be cloudy on the day that this event is going on, right? Or you may not feel as though you have all the answers, but they are temporary. So all in all, a very good week here for you. Which is interesting when we then have the Hermit underneath the deck, right? Because that is basically spending time a little bit alone here. Bam. Something amazing coming here. Agree to disagree. Yeah. That may be the temporary problems here. I feel as though there may be times when you don't quite know. Where you don't quite know, where it feels as though things are a little cloudy. Alright, there's not really much to say. Clouds comes with the moon. This is subconsciousness. It's something that probably, no, it would have said it's about getting in your own head. No, it's not. It's more, it could be, yeah, it's not bad sleep. It's could be own insecurities getting in the way here. But you have so good energies here for celebration this week. That's Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. do we have for Taurus? 12 to the 18th, the Taurus. 12 to the 18th, Taurus. 12 to the 18th, the Taurus. Taurus. Ace of Cup underneath there. What do we have for the Taurus? We have an eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. We have target, a goal-oriented person. We have bread, period of prosperity and abundance, and we have a mountain road. Right. Psychic ability, trust your intuition, Ace of Cups. Your heart is trying to speak to you this week, most likely, Taurus. Your heart, if we say that this is where you have your intuition, right? In all cases, that's definitely an advice here of listening to your intuition, listening to your gut feeling. Those little kicks that's in your heart, or the little kicks in your stomach, whatever it is. What is it that's communicating with you here? I do get as though you are a very goal-oriented person. You are on your way to success, and you are experiencing a period of prosperity and abundance. We have Three of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, and Knight of Cups underneath here, Three of Cups. Lots of dreamy energy here. They are all cups. All cups, darling. That is your creativity, that's your emotions, that's your spirituality trying to communicate to you here. Oh my god, my right foot. Just saw my hair going poof, a little crusty clown there. But that's just how I roll. Psychic ability, yes, Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups. Sweetheart, there's not really much to say. Trust your intuition, and when making decisions here, you are very goal-oriented. You may be communicating with your friends, or engaging with your friends, connecting with your friends here. But at the same time, I get as though there are two people here in the picture who are experiencing a lot of prosperity. And you are on the road to success. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's almost like this energy here about introducing your new partner to your family, of introducing, hanging out with your friends. There's also a little bit of networking here again. You continue to have this networking mentality with you. Meaning that when it comes to hitting point target, I don't see you being blind, or not being, you're not too fancy to not reach out for your friends for help, let's say like that, or to yeah. I do see a new beginning between two people, in the sense that I get as though there's something very interesting happening here. Very interesting happening. It's almost a Fool and Page of Cups here. Again, cups. It's almost like your heart is singing anew. It's all very good. You are on the road to success here. You should, however, be mindful of the way that you make decisions, and that's where we have your trust your intuition. If you have to make a very important decision here, trust your intuition. And yeah, there may be someone else here who also has an opinion about things, but trust your own calm inner voice regarding whatever decision it is that's being made here, right? especially when it comes to some sort of a new energy here. What feels right for you? Major life transition and being pro-social in the teams that you are in. Yes, because I do see some kind of an offer in terms of a teammate. I don't know if this is an old friend. Again, offering something of emotional value. It's very emotional in nature here. Oh, you could be surrounded by debate, but that's underneath the deck here. That may come later. All in all, trust your intuition when it is that you're making decisions here. Let's move on to Gemini. What do we have for the Gemini this week? From the 12th to the 18th of July, Gemini. Gemini. Six of Cups, and I saw Five of Wands before. Something about, you know, having some arguments with someone from your past, or having a little bit challenged in aligning with a past energy or something like that. There's something here about, you know, tension regarding coming or dealing with a past energy. But what do we have for the Gemini? We have a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. We have a chain of events that will affect your life. We have a door, and we have an ear. So Gemini, there's an unsuccessful outcome to a problem because I feel as though they are events. Well, it seems here with a chain, right? They are events outside of your control that's affecting this situation. They are, however, opportunities waiting for you out there, but for those doors to open, it's up for you to take action as well. And I get as though this is the news you may be hearing here. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem comes with the Six of Cups, Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands. Someone could be pushing you away. Yeah, so many people underneath the deck here influencing this situation. So, Six of Cups comes with the broken bridge. I feel as though there's another person included here. Page of Swords, Page of... yeah. It's almost like a communication coming in here that you may not want to hear. Regarding some sort of a teamwork, you may have been giving something to it, or is there something you could have applied for, or you tell me, but there's just this energy here about something you gave to, something that's in your past, right? You may be hoping for those results to come back in here, but I do see this communication coming in regarding someone don't quite know and they're holding back, and it's like you're just waiting here. But it could be one of those situations where it's something that it's like sending out an application and not getting the answer you want, or proposing something here proposing something to a boss, proposing something to family, whatever, and they're not accepting it. But there are other opportunities out there for you. Changes to the family dynamic, yeah. And a forced closure. Pro-social opponent. It is basically a door closing, but then there are other doors opening up. As I said, it could be that someone has something going on within their own family dynamic and it's not for you. And you will hear that. I also get as though you're waiting around possibly for some kind of a news to come in that would satisfy you, but probably not. It is about you standing your ground, however. Of course, remember that this could also be someone here having this energy attached to you, Gemini, right? Meaning that you're pushing them away. But this is something about standing the ground and protecting a family dynamic, especially a strong father figure here that's protecting his family. He's protecting his family dynamic. And that's that. Put in some work here. Open up the doors. It's up for you to take the initiative to see what else is out there. Yeah, I see the communication coming in about that. This feels like it's an event that you don't have control over. So when I say opening up new doors, it's not about trying to crash down the door to an energy that's not willing to open up. So now we are moving on to Cancer. What do we have for the Cancerians? For July 12th to July 18th, the Cancerians. What messages do we have for the Cancerians? July. July 12th to July 18th, the Cancerians. Cancerians, come here. What messages do we have for them? Alright, the Cancerians. Cancer. We have Six of Pentacles there. Alright, what do we have for the Cancerians? We have a candle. You will be shown the way. We have a dog barking, advice from a friend. We have a vase, secret admirer. And we have a cloud, temporary problems. Aries had the same temporary problems in the same position. So candle, let's start it all up here. I get that you are, well, as it is what it says in the cards here, you're going to be shown the way. The light, so if you are a little bit confused here, know that these are temporary. You have someone here admiring you, most likely a friend, and though that friend will probably talk with you or give you some sort of an advice here that will benefit you. Six of Pentacles come here, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and the clouds come with the Six of Cups. So 2 6s here, right? Ace of Cups. We also have something brand new, some discommunication coming in, but there's a choice to be made, something to be balanced out. And I get that you're probably retracting from some sort of a teamwork. What do I mean by that? That you probably engaged with a team. You are in a team, right? We not? When are we not in a team? You are in a team here, but you probably doing your little withdrawal thing here to think things over. You will be shown the way. Something here will be given to you from a friend here. Your friend could have Sagittarius in their chart, but they're very resilient. They know how to set boundaries, right? They are probably admiring, they are a little bit of admiring of you here, but what I get as though they may be giving you advice regarding that. It has something to do with a path. It has something to do with the planning. It has something to do with the direction, how to better define whatever direction it is that you're wondering about here. It will help bring out some sort of a balance here. It could be that they're giving you some sort of a money or investment, but it's like a small energy here, like they're giving you something that is for the moment, right? Six of Pentacles is for the moment. It's not something that will fix everything forever, but it's for the moment here. It's beneficial here, right? To help you find that way. But you may have some sort of a temporary problem regarding something from the past that is here, right? For some of you, the Cancerians, this is also something about you getting an advice from a friend because you are admiring of someone. There's definitely this secret admirer. I can't place you. I don't know who it is. All I can say, Cancer, that we do have someone here who is secretly admiring someone from a distance and they are not saying so. But for most of you, I just get that this is a friend of yours who show up with strong Saggy energy. They're very resilient. Very, very, very resilient. They have a lot of experience. They also know when to say no. And they definitely are a friend. Or an acquaintance. And they have these advice regarding which direction to go. But I feel as though this information you may be given here may make you question a little bit regarding some sort of a past decision. Alright, so that is what we have for you, Cancer. So all in all, something about a conversation here with a friend who has some sort of an information, and I do get an admiration taking place here this week as well. Is it in relation to this friend that you admire them, they admire you, both admire each other, or is it someone completely different? Time will tell. So let's see what we have for the Leos. What do we have going on for Leo? What do we have going on for Leo? So let's add Leos. Leo. Temperance there for you. Leo, we have a compliments from an admirer. Could be a Cancerian. We have a key, successful outcome to your problem. We have a pale, time to get out of a situation. And we have a wheel, indecisiveness. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Successful outcome to your problem. Okay, let's get to it. This situation is sort of split, isn't it? We have this pale and the wheel, which is time to get out of a situation before you let your indecisiveness or an indecisiveness let everything just ramble here, right? But some sort of admirer here giving you a compliment that can open up the key here to bring about a successful outcome. Because as we see over here, it is time to get out of a situation where there is an indecisiveness going on. Compliments from an admirer, they could be Sagittarius. The key, oh shit. See, now we look underneath here, we use the tarot. Dear Lord, 7 of Cups, this is you. Why do I get something suddenly here that you have a lot of choices available to you here? And for some reason or another, you want to be seen. It's very important here to be seen. You also want to have success here. You want to have this forward movement, but. What's stopping it? That's the question here. What is stopping it? Is it you trying to go over all the options that are available rather than make the decision? We could do this, that, and this, and then this, and then that, and then that. And then sort of in the process of doing so, you kind of block it. That's just a question here. I see you, for some reason or another, stressing a little bit over how to have a successful outcome here. Where is the key? Even though we have these tables on the energies on the table, it's like where's the key? Compliments from admirer. Show me more about that one. Temperance. Ace of Wands. It's brand new. Is someone here wanting to communicate with you? Very, very balanced. Very, very patient. Very skilled, but they are also in their head about something. They are at their home. It may be that we have a distance here between the two of you. Alright, I asked where you and the Wheel of Fortune. You are basically in the amusement park and they are in their home. Okay, as though there's a distance from each other. That's what I got. There's a distance from each other. So you're wondering about how can we have a successful outcome to this problem. Show me this problem. Show me this situation. It's a situation in which no matter what is said, no matter how you communicate, nothing really comes out of it. But you have the successful outcome. I feel as though it's like the successful outcome comes with the help of the compliments of someone who admires you. Interesting. But it's time to get out of a situation here, because I feel as though something here that someone is going over the same thing again and again and again and again. It's not really getting anywhere. It's just piling up those papers here behind, right? It's getting more and more and more work here. Dang it, are you stressed? Is it because you don't... Is it can I really throw it out here? Are there some Leos out here who was a workaholic? Or they are used to being these compliments here. Maybe they are a boss or something like that. They're used to getting these admirations. It could be you're an extrovert, right? Extroverts can be motivated by getting by external stimuli. So, and they are not here. So there's some sort of a lack of that, the attention. I don't know, you tell me. But in all cases here, I just see... I see an indecisiveness, and I see a block in you, and you're like, meh. Right? There's something here inside of you that feels blocked. And by the way, I also get that there's some sort of a compliment. If you listen to this compliment here, it's almost like you become indecisive when you receive this information here, because it kind of it kind of gives another energy to the, brings another energy to the table, and you're like, shit, that's another opportunity, but I have to get going. What do I do? So this is going to be very interesting for you. I'm not going to dive more into that. Quickly one for Leo here. We have reconciliation and know your narcissism. Bad excuses, shared experiences. Reconciliation, coming together, right? For some of you Leos, there's something here about be mindful about the compliments that you do receive. Alright? For some Leos out there, there's a message here, be careful that you're not on the receiving table of someone coming back and reconciling with you because they kind of need your attention, right? So that you are not subjected to some sort of an idiot. But that's just for some. Alright, what do we have here for the Virgos? Virgos, the 12th to the 18th. 12th to the 18th. Virgo, 12th to the 18th. Virgos, 12th to the 18th. Virgos, 12th to the 18th. I keep getting the tower there. Show me Virgo, 12th to the 18th. Virgo, 12th to the 18th. The Virgos. Virgo. I kept getting the tower when I was shuffling there, and some other rough cards. What do we have for Virgos? We have a throne and a well. We have a valley. We have a claw. And we have a club. Okay, let's get to it. First, let's start it all here. Position of authority and family wishes coming true. This screams that you are on the position on your way to receive some sort of, if you're not already there, in some position of authority where the family wishes come true. This screams a authoritative position within a family. Dynamic, let me see more here. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Be careful, do not take risks. Someone here will try to make you do something against your will. Holy shit, Virgo, do you really want to know what I get the first here? That is being in a position of power and feeling as though it's overwhelming. What do I mean by that? Let me hear me out on this one, right, Virgo? This is almost like having been given too much responsibility than what your talents can live up to. It's actually being afraid that you can't live up to the task being given to you. There can be many reasons for that. It can be that typically that we said yes to something that we shouldn't have said yes to. In this case, it may have to be that we said yes to position to satisfy some sort of a family dynamic here, right? Family wishes coming true. Maybe some family member of yours wanted you to be in some sort of a position of being a boss. And what we know about does it require to be a boss, like a proper boss, depending on what level it's at? A lot. One of the reasons why the higher up you get, more paycheck or higher paycheck you get, has to do with the level of responsibility, right? The level of responsibility, the demands that are being placed upon you. We are gotta be honest to say that it is kind of known that there's a lot of people who are in positions of leadership who shouldn't be there, because they don't have the talents. And that is not an insult. It's just saying that there are some people who are really, really good at what they do, but just because you're really, really good at what you do doesn't mean you should be a leader in it. I know it's a rough thing to say, but I have also seen people who, what was the one I say, you take the best engineer and you make them a boss, and then they lose the desire to be creative, right? Just because you have the best talent in the field doesn't mean you make the best leader. But in this case here, I get deep personal strength and peace that assures success. You can get there. But for some of you, I get that you are placed in a position where the demands are too much, too high. And what does that result in? Whatever demand that is, be it, for instance, time, you have to live up to a particular time frame, you have to do this, and you have to be responsible for delivering that project at that time. You have to be responsible to prove this and that. That's the boss takes on the responsibilities here, right? That's why the boss is also the one that's sacked when the team fails, because you as a boss take on that responsibility. If you, what we get here is that I get something about being anxious about that energy. It's almost like we have here some sort of a demand being placed upon you that has to do with time. And I also get here someone here trying to possibly manipulate, or not manipulate, it's not good at that, but there's someone here that may be trying to play on your emotions, or some sort of, something that's in your emotion, right? Be it an subconscious drive that you don't, it's a subconscious, right? You don't have any, you don't really know what it is that's driving you to do, to make these decisions that you do. It's because it's subconsciousness, but someone here may, if they're really bad, right? If they're really bad, not saying that they are, but if they're really bad, they spot it. And that's what, if you're really, really good manipulator, good salesman, if you want to say, you spot this. You analyze people, you profile people. You're always talking about, narcissists and all that. Yeah, but what do you call the sales culture or marketing? That's all about profiling, guys. Anywho here, it is this Eight of Swords, being in your head here, being a little... For others of you, it's also here this demand being placed upon you to reach this position, and I don't know, we just got this here, be careful, do not take risks, and it comes with the Hermit. Meaning what I get here is that careful in terms of making decisions that are not well thought of, that are not, where you don't consult with your wisdom. What does your experience tell you in this? What have you seen? What have you tried previously? One thing is what it says in the books. Another thing is what does your intuition, what does your wisdom, your learned experience and tell you about something here. I have someone here trying to communicate with you in a way that's a little... I'm not saying they're a manipulator, I'm just saying they could be a very good salesperson. And it will require a lot of strength on your behalf here. It will require your Queen of Wands energy. That you have personal strength and you have peace within yourself, and you can shine inside yourself, and you can find the answers within yourself, Virgo. If you find yourself pressured, changed financial conditions and coercive control. Okay, it was here. New responsibilities in life, consent is ongoing. It's basically like someone here throwing more responsibility down on your shoulder, upon your shoulders, and you're like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for these responsibilities. These commitments here. Isn't change, but maybe it comes with money, right? But I don't know. I just see someone here being, can I actually do this? But also be mindful that it's not someone here that's actually trying to get into your head, trying to tell you that you can't do it. That may also be another risk here, right? That someone here is trying to make you believe that you can't do it, so that you fail and they excel. I don't know, you take it as it resonates with you, right? It's something here about you have as your strength here to really look within you here. Deep personal strength and peace will assure your success. In this valley, there are challenges, right? This is what it's like being in a position of leadership, regardless of what that leadership position is, whether or not it's being a supervisor at Walmart, or a manager of a department or higher up, right? There are different positions of leadership or management. So now we are moving on to Libra. What do we have for Libra? Messages here for Libra for it's coming up for Libra 12 to the 18th for Libra. 12 to the 18th for Libra. To the 18th for Libra. 12 to the 18th for Libra. To the 18th for Libra. 12 to the 18th for Libra. Libra. So Libra. Okay. Libra. It was that energy. Okay, so what do we have here for Libra? We have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. An owl. A great advice from a good friend. Or from a wise friend. A wise friend. When I was shuffling here, I got a bit... Is it this energy? Is it not? Because there's something here about being rejected, Libra. Being rejected in some capacity or another. That was the 4 cups, and then I saw the Empress. This is it's almost like your creativity is like your desire to belong, your partnership. It's either it's like a contract, but also a partnership. It's your 7th house energy, right? Anyway, Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, right? That came with the 4 of cups, came with the Empress, and it comes with this 3 of Swords. The Empress and the 3 of Swords, they go together. The Empress comes with all the 3s. She especially comes also with the 3 of Swords and the Death card, which is pain. Right? She's born through pain. Meaning that the change that will comes through self-love, self-care, Libra. You have an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. That's a King of Swords, and in this case, it's a King of Swords in the reverse. You're not lucky here with this person here, right? An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Honor and respect will come for you. Great advice from a wise person. We have Judgment, and we have Queen of Cups here. Honk, it said. And we have the World. This is about you learning to set boundaries for yourself here. You may actually get a little bit of a long reading as well, just like Virgo. But that's because you have tough energies, right? When people have tough energies, I also do a little bit more. It really is that things are not always this way. Change is coming. Imagine that you are this caterpillar, that you are about to blossom, right? It may not always feel easy, but you're about to blossom, darling. But you blossom through pain, apparently. Honor and respect. I feel as though you are waiting here for respect to come your way, for you to be... Yeah, it really is what it is. It says here, it's for you to be respected. And it is coming. Respect is coming. Acknowledgement of what you can do is coming. Especially if this has to do with your creativity. if you are a creative soul, if you are a loving soul, if you care. But there's a lot here about, you know, this, you may be going through a process that also has to do with you learning to set boundaries for yourself, including when to stop so you take care of yourself, right? It could, for instance, also be the workaholic attitude here. Learn to stop so that you don't work yourself into exhaustion. Now we have two people here, right? We have this arrogant, boastful person you should not cross, and then we have the Queen of Cups. This is someone who gives good advice because she's an owl. Look at her. Look at this Queen of Cups. We can use her. She is good advice from a wise person. The Queen of Cups. She's a silly queen, huh? Silly queen. You may be dealing with a Capricorn. Doesn't matter. It's just because the Capricorn's been getting the bloody Queen of Cups for ages now, or Scorpios for that matter. Yeah, both of those energies on the table here. But let's see what we get here. What I can say here is that if you find yourself dealing with someone who's a jerk, it's an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross, right? Meaning that I'm not gonna say I don't know whatever they are, but let's see. What I can tell you is that they don't really have that much empathy, this person here. But don't waste your energy trying to negotiate with this person. Not more than you have to. Because this is a person who if you try to make them, or try to make them see your worth, for instance by debating or whatever tactics you may use here, they may just break your heart even further. We have empathy and compassion came out a little bit, and we have from victim to survivor. And a major life transition, stay in your lane, accountability and perfect imperfection, and well citizen and clear sight, pro-social teamwork, motivational speak, clear communication. I don't get that there is this empathy and compassion here, but the ability to truly understand the emotions and moods of yourself and others without clouded judgment or hidden agenda. You're being triggered, I get. For some of you, you're being triggered here this week here by some sort of an idiot, right? That's all we're gonna say. I'm not gonna dive in and give you the entire childhood story of this person to tell how they become this way, because they may be different. They may be kinder in another context, right? So, but in this context here, the way that they're showing up for you, they are cold. Honor and respect will come for you. Come to you. We have this good advice from a person here, who is the Queen of Cups, sweet, kind, caring, good wine, good company. Right, could be a Scorpio, by the way. They've probably been through something here where they've seen it themselves. I get as though this is a person who really knows how to find that inner strength that it's required here to say no to these situations and to not lash out. Honor and respect will come your way here. You just gotta be patient. I get as though I see a partnership here between two people who have more water in the Queen and King and Queen of Cups. They are far more about that couple is far more about how people are doing, more about the creativity, and the King of Swords is far more about results. He's performance driven. So you're probably up against an energy here that's way too performance driven. And they become cold when it comes for you if you try to argue about how about people. Let's try and look at what it is that we have and let's try and care. And they're like, pfft. But you do have someone who cares. You do have someone who cares, and they're giving good advice here, and that's probably helping you here or inspiring you. It's up for you to determine, right? But yeah, you're growing stronger every day, and things will not always be like this, Libra. Once you know your drama queens as well, which are also on that spectrum of, oh no, Drama queens are a little bit, it depends on who you are, right? Drama queens for me are a little bit more heavy than, for instance, the narcissistic drenched culture. Because it's a wounded feminine energy and it's just tiresome, I don't know. But it's up for, that's just my opinion. Let's see what we have here for, let's see what we have for Scorpio. What energies do we have for Scorpio for 12 to the 18th of July 2021. Scorpio here. Show me the Scorpions. Scorpio. Show me the Scorpions. Show me the Scorpions here. Scorpio. King of Cups. You have a finger in a lot of the other energies. You do know that? Scorpio, I don't know if you were some sort of a healer or whatever you do. You have, because it's just struck me here that Scorpio has some sort of an wisdom role to play in some of these signs here. But it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of Scorpions make great therapists or counselors of a sort here. You have this knack of just seeing when people can, you know, to see the good, probably also the bad, but you have this knack of analyzing people. And therefore also dealing with them. I would go insane. But there, what do we have for the Scorpions? From the 12th to the 18th, we have a dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. We have an ant. Work, achievement and success. We have a cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. And we have a bird flying, news is on its way. Am I really getting a reading here that has to do with someone else but you? It's about a friend, a distant friend who's thinking about you. They are probably... I get as though they're working. They are at work, but they're dissatisfied. And I feel as though you're getting some news here. Maybe not this week, but it's definitely on its way here. Could be a distance here. It's like no one's giving them the compliments they need. We have King of Cups, we have the Sun, we have 6 of Wands, we have 10 of Wands here. We have the Devil, we have the Moon. Capricorn, Pisces, how lucky did you just get there? The friend that's far away is a King of Cups. This is who's thinking of you, King of Cups, alright? Man, woman, doesn't matter. It's a King of Cups. Could be a Leo, by the way. Show me more. What do I get? There's something here about your work. You're working very hard as part of the team. You're carrying a lot of load here. You're gaining some sort of success here, right? This is your energy, by the way, that you're gaining some sort of a success. I get as though you're not satisfied. There's a dissatisfaction here. It's almost as though you're not, it's not fun. It doesn't give you the excitement. Maybe you're waiting for some sort of news here also to arrive, but that may tie up to this friend. I just got this here for you. There's something here seems a little boring, so to say, but you may feel as though you're tied up to it. Keep getting, yeah, there's something news coming. I don't know if this is for this week, and I'm not going to dive too much into it because I will try and keep these short, right? But let's see, give me an overall here. We have changed financial condition and child leaving the nest. This is you about to make some sort of a decision here. I get this is an energy that's going on for a long time here with you. Something is stirring within you. It's a long, prolonged energy here. This is not something that next week. It's a prolonged energy. It's something that may play out for many, many months. It's like an inner reorganization or restructuring of you. It's a change in possibly in who you. Yeah, not who you are. If you have a strong sense of core, right, and you can also hold on to your core, but it's like a change, like aging. And what do I mean by that? It's like when we age, part of aging is not just about, physical aging, physical maturity. It's also to do with emotional maturity, mental maturity. It's about suddenly we wake up over a prolonged period of time. We will have come to no longer find enjoyment in the things that we used to find enjoyment in, right? They come sort of natural, especially as we surround ourselves with other changes here, right? Some of you are trusting the sort of stagnancy that you are in right now. There's something here, something here, Scorpio, that's a bit weird in that you're getting success here, but I get as though it's a superficial, meaning that you recognize and all of that. You may be getting compliments. It's just, I don't get as though you're in it here. Anyway, let's see this friend that's thinking of you. Oh, they're a little bit of a trickster, aren't they? That's another energy here we get there for you. I get as though we have someone here that's thinking of you. Because you're not there. They are a trickster. They are a trickster, and I also get as though they are missing your attention. I don't really get as though you're placing attention onto them, because I get as though you're going through some I get here again, inner restructuring. You're probably retracting your energies from them, and we are sensing that. But the reason why you're retracting your energies has nothing to do with them, even though they may believe so. It has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you. You know what I mean? But yes, there is also this, what the two of you may have in common is that you may miss being in someone's arms. You may miss that intimacy, this trueness here, right? And if you do deal with this person here, it may be because of that. I still don't get that you're in there. Even if you see this person, yeah, are you there? I don't know. And for others of you, if you want a happy relationship, I see a few arguments taking place, because there are two people here who wants to have their way, right? It's just a weird read here. There are some heavy burdens that are about to be released here. And someone here is going to find the inner strength of probably letting something go here. Because they have a strength to do something differently. You place this energy as it fits, right? It may actually be your friend's energies. Scorpio. Okay, let's move on to Sagittarius, and let's pray that Sagittarius has an easier and quicker energy than the last three signs had, right? Guys, the quicker the reading, the simpler the energy. The longer the reading, the more complex. I don't know what you prefer. So we are now on to Sagittarius. Show me the Saggy. Show me the Saggy. Show me the Sagittarius. 12 to the 18th. 12 to the 18th, the Sagittarius. 12 to the 18th, the Sagittarius. 12th to the 18th, the Sagittarius. 12th to the 18th, the Sagittarius. Saggy. 7 of Cups down there, having options. We have a bird perch waiting for news, a package or a letter. We have a claw, be careful, do not take a risk. We have a broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. And we have a cane, pay attention to your health. Oh, dear Lord. We have 7 of Cups there, 3 of Pentacle, 9 of Pentacle, and the Moon. Knight of Swords. The first thing that I got here was that things are happening really quick. There's a quick tempo. There's something here about wanting to do things quick. It needs to happen so quick, and that may crack something here. It's like quick crashes. Waiting around for news, package or letter. Something is. I want to say that it was delayed, but I don't know. But it's almost like making dreams here while it is that you're waiting. You're in this waiting energy and you're seeing everything in front of you. It's a bad, I don't know, it's up for you to determine that. I'm just seeing you envisioning a lot of things here. Thinking outside the box. You're in your imagination here. It depends on where it is what it is that we're talking about here, your specific context, right? But while you're waiting, I just see you making these ideas about something here, but be careful not to take risk, especially in terms of teamwork. Meaning, remember the team, remember everyone included. So right, this is yeah. Be careful, do not take those risks. But then we have this broken wish here. If you are in some sort of a energy where you may have this vision that you may be the one who's in charge. I get as though you may be in for some sort of awakening here. We have spiritual changes, which is personal growth, new spiritual practices, changing church, changes a personal belief system, and it's a core fundamental change. That's basically it. It's a core fundamental change, seeking recognition and forced closure. Consent is ongoing. So I get that this is like a it's a rude awakening in the sense that you come to understand just how much decisive power you have. That makes sense. It's like believing you have full control of a situation and suddenly it strikes you. You don't. You don't. But that leaves time for this interview you can do with yourself here while it is that you're waiting. And start being appreciative of what it is that you actually have. You start looking around and you're like, okay, what do I have to be appreciative of? Because there are many more people included here in this situation here. It's like you're waiting for this package or news and it's not coming because someone here is taking a risk or took a risk or will be taking a risk because they want to. It's almost like they're taking charge of it, right? And in doing so, we may be returning here to something in an old mindset of sort. Pay attention to your health. Remember to get some sleep here. That's what I get. Yeah. Especially if you're going through this fundamental change here. Death and Empress and the Moon. There's something that's awakening in you here. it's the understanding of your own limits. It's the understanding of your own limits. So basically, as all in all of an energy, simple energy, it may be that if you're waiting around for some sort of a news to come in and you believe that you have the upper hand in it, you will come to realize that you don't. You don't have the upper hand. Someone else does. And there's not really much you can control about that. And that leaves, and it's almost like it's humbling. It's humbling. Alright, so let's see what we have here. What do we have for the Capricorns? Capricorns, 11th, no, 12th to the 18th. What do we have for the Capricorns? 12th to the 18th. What do we have for the Capricorns? 12th to the 18th. What do we have for the Capricorns? 12th to the 18th. What do we have for the Capricorns? 12th to the 18th. Why do I keep seeing the Emperor? What do we have for the Capricorns? 12th to the 18th. What do we have for the Capricorns? Come on. Capricorns, 12th to the 18th. Capricorns, 12th to the 18th. Capricorn, 12th to the 18th. Capricorn, 12th to the 18th of July 2021. Capricorn. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. What do we have for the Capricorns? The Capricorns. The Capricorns, 12th to the 18th of July. We have grief, sorrow over a loss. We have discord amongst friends and family. We have a new job and a career. And we have something important such as a new job and a career. Okay. Sorrow over a loss comes first, but we have two new career jobs. A career, two cards indicating new career. New job, career, something important such as a job or a race. But then we have here sorrow over a loss and discord among friends and family. Are we talking about separate energies or what are we talking about here? Knight of Swords, Justice, 8 of Swords, and Knight of Cups. Alright, you thankfully you get one of the simple energies here. I get as though we have a quick communication coming in here. That is regarding the loss. Sorrow over some sort of a loss. Could have to do with some sort of career, and you're dealing with some sort of an old man here. There could be some sort of discord going on here. Within a family dynamic with this older man. It could be a legal situation, by the way. Someone who was probably going to be a successful outcome to your problems here, but there is this sorrow. I keep getting there's a loss here. It could also be that there's just a loss that you're sorry, that you're sad about here this week that takes dominance here, right? I hope none of you are going to participate in some sort of a fight over inheritance. And by inheritance, I also mean the monetary leftover, probably of ending a contract of a sort. This is a general reading. We have speak up, physical changes, and we have originality. Your reading is a little bit weird here, but just a forced closure, right? Forced closure underneath the deck here. Could have been a third party intervening in some sort of a situation here that you didn't quite know about. And it may be that we have a situation where a family dynamic is arguing about the transparency of the situation, meaning that was the right decision made? Was someone here silenced? Was someone here backstabbed? We do have these energies, right? For some of you, you are engaging in a not so nice debate here this week. And then we have this new job and career which you are in your head about, right? For some of you, you were hoping for some sort of a new job or career, or you're wondering about it, but there's people in your family who will then, they have an opinion about it. You know, it goes in many kind of directions. There's just sorrow over loss. It shows up a little bit as a job or career or something like that. That was new, and you're looking at it, but it brings this. Someone here is arguing about it, and I can't figure out whether or not you're part of it. You're arguing with your family regarding it, or people. There's conflict regarding it, and you are part of this, right? You may be in the center, but guess what? We do have something better coming here. It's almost like we have an old friend, by the way, bringing this communication. But it's almost as though they also, I don't know, there's something about, they have to think about it. They have to think about it. And there we had the Queen of Cups, that's you. Alright, show me one last message for Cappy. The Magician, Two of Wands, you're manifesting some sort of a new path here, right? And death. And in doing so, you're putting behind another path. For some of you, this is a career shift. And your family, they are not with you on it. They don't want to support you in this shift, or they're arguing about it. And I keep getting that someone here is asking, are we doing the right thing? Did we have, or do we have enough transparency here? Is this the right thing? How do we communicate? It's just keep getting here. Are we honest? Are we honest, or are we lying? Could actually be, as Cappy, that someone here is arguing about you and you don't know it. Alright, so now we are on to Aquarius. It's almost like a little bit of corruption there. Anyway, so what do we have here for Aquarius? Oh, there's a Capricorn who's in a courtroom and they're being prosecuted, and the juries are sitting there and they're debating. It's like that energy. Alright, so what do we have for Aquarius? 12th to the 18th. Aquarius, 12th to the 18th. Aquarius, 12th to the 18th. Aquarius, 12th to the 18th. Aquarius. Nine of Swords. I have a tendency to have a rested bitch face when I shuffle it, and I'm somewhere else. Part of my curse, rested bitch face, resting bitch face. All right, do we have here for Aquarius? We have a leg stepping into a new experience, going jogging there. We have skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. We have a lily, spiritual love, and we have a horse, a short journey that brings a lot of passion and something with it. Good energies for you. Good energies for you. Stepping into a new experience, even though you may be in your head about it, thinking about it, but stepping into a new experience, right? This is a matter of how it is that how well you deal with change. Come on, focus. How well do you deal with change? So for you to determine that here, you may be, slight worried. Then we have Six of Cups, which is definitely going to be Stork of the Week. We have Hermit, which was last week's, or this week we're coming out of. And we have Hermit there, we have the Chariot. So I definitely see you being physically on the move. Car trip, it's a short journey though, so it could be visiting your neighbors or something like that. Why do I get as though it's like in an engine that has a lot of vroom vroom in it, or it crashes down? two opportunities, but it has this vroom vroom. Or it's one of those that poof, and then it needs to be changed, the engine. Or you're going by a horse. Elephant for some of you. Anyway, there's this short journey here, stepping into something new, which for some of you could actually be going on an first time stepping onto a horse's back, right? Riding, but meaning that it has this energy here, right? It's about trying something new, trying something different. Are you ready? Yes, and you know why you're ready? Because I feel as though there's a calmness here within you. You're very contemplate, whatever you say that. You're very calm. You have a deep connection with yourself here, with the Hermit, your own wisdom and spiritual love. You are in a spiritual love relationship with yourself, or Virgo. But in all cases, you do have this compassion. You are at peace with yourself here. Even though you sometimes don't think so. Hidden secrets can harm you. Those secrets are from the past. I get as though we have here a situation where if you sometimes find yourself blocked, meaning that you're just about to step into a new experience and then you stop and you block yourself, check whether or not there's an old memory, an automatic response or something here re-emerging that's kind of stopping you. It's like you don't want to step onto that pitch, or you don't want to step onto that horse because somewhere down the line you were kicked down from a horse, right? It doesn't have to be a horse, but it's that example here of you haven't been on the back of a horse for so long, and it feels like a new experience, but just as you're about to step onto the horse, you stop because you're reminded that you once fell off a horse as a child. Some of you are making changes to your home, by the way. And in that case, I feel as though there's you or someone here that's a little bit reluctant to wanting to make changes to that home, or that car, or whatever it is. For some of you, you may have children in your lives that are hiding things from you. And you know it, and you could be worrying about that. For some of you, you are parents who worry a lot about your children. Or it's you keeping something secret from the children. What is this? 4 queens. There's something here you know. We have 4 queens here. I was just wondering, what is up with all these queens? And the last queen came out. This is a network of women. You know something, Aquarius. Sorry, it's just you know something about a woman and you're keeping it quiet. I get as though you maybe... You got something cooking here. I'm not gonna dive into it, but I have a lot of women. It's like, I don't know if it's like ancestors or whatever it is. I just see a lot of women coming together here. Uniting almost. Pro-social teammate. Coercive control. Reconciliation. And a motivational speak. Let the pain guide you. I hope this is a good energy here. I hope this is not one of those coercive controls where it is because you're trying to get, or someone is trying to get someone to do something against their will, but it is a good, it's like an intervention of women trying to play along a team and trying to make people come together and be together, and by being motivational and all of that. And nothing here is being kept secret here. It's almost like trying to reach someone that you hold very dear. You can't reach them, so you're coming together with other people to try and reach them. Could be a child of yours or something like that, that you have a difficult time reaching. Or someone has a difficult time reaching you. You tell me. I'm just seeing a lot of women trying to come together here. And then there was the card trip, but that's another one. That was probably more simple. Alright, let's see what we have for Pisces. Ooh, it's warm today. What do we have for the Pisces? Holy shit. Pisces. 12 to the 18th. Pisces. What do we have for the Pisces? Pisces. Show me the Pisces. Show me the Pisces. See, I'm doing it again. Alright, Pisces. Pisces. 9 of Wands again. So what do we have for the Pisces? We have here a pin, a new job, career. We have disappointment in a lover or friend. We have a chair that's empty. Someone is leaving your life. And then we have a broom, new attitude, new home. We have a new job and a career, disappointment in a friend, someone is leaving. You're disappointed because someone here is leaving your life. Probably they're moving because they got some kind of a new job. We nailed it. 9 of Wands, new job, career, 7 of Pentacles, justice, Queen of Pentacles. We have a woman here in your life. She is a Queen of Pentacles. She could be a Libra, she could be an earth sign, doesn't really matter. All I get here is that honestly, it feels as though you have this new job, new career here, right? You've done a lot of work, you've done a lot of research or whatever. You are in this resilient energy here. You're not giving up. You're hardworking. You're very expansive. But you are disappointed in someone here because of how it is that they make plans. Yeah, you're disappointed in the way that they make plans. You're disappointed in how they look at resources. Or how they did. That's the thing. Maybe... yeah, they just disappointed you. I see you taking a step back here and you're looking at what it is that you have and you're just disappointed. It's almost like disappointed in the way that they gave you an advice. We have someone here that's leaving your life, could be a Libra. They are... it feels as though it's the right thing for them to do. It feels right. Yeah. It may actually be that we have someone here who is leaving a job or something like that. Yeah, you didn't expect it, but maybe they got a better offer. And they're leaving. Right, you could have invested a lot into this. You could have been in the planning stages here of doing something. And something here was kept secret to you. That bam, suddenly out of nowhere, someone here changes. They take on... they are taking on a new attitude. They're more... maybe they got this opportunity to become more... to have more... authoritative power here, right? You're becoming a little... yeah, you're disappointed. I really get that. You're disappointed in them. Especially because they didn't tell you. I still get as though you're happy within yourself. It's just this... why didn't they tell me? Why didn't they tell me this? Pro-social teammate. Yeah. They didn't play as part of the team. It's almost like they excluded you in the decision here. Analyzing skills. And they didn't listen to you in some way or another. And I'm getting that someone here is giving a lot of bad excuses as to someone here bringing trouble into some sort of a dynamic. And I get as though you're looking at it and you're like, that's not what happened. You're just disappointed here. And for some of you, you're disappointed in your boss. It's your boss you're disappointed in. You're disappointed in someone's materiality almost. It feels like the right decision for them, but you're like, why did I not have a say in this? Huh? You're disappointed. So, but other than that, I have something new for you. You have, you show up as very stable here for you. Alright, could be that you're also embarking on some kind of a new job or something like that. But you still feel a little excluded maybe. Alright, so now we are going on to the collective. Collective, what do we have for the collective? Collective. Six of Cups, that is becoming the stalker. Remind me that. For the collective, we have a younger woman from the past. Could be a child or childish energy. We have an elephant. A long journey, either physical, mental, will leave you wiser at the end. We have modeled, unclear thinking. And we have a broken ring. Right. So it's all centered around a younger woman. Dealings with a younger woman. You place yourself in the roles, right? Six of Cups, someone from the past. King of Swords, how lovely. Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. First, I'm going to give one message that comes up straightforward, is that we have a divorced couple here, and this has to do with their young daughter. Right? And that they're divorcing, and they're trying to figure out how to part ways in ways that are probably considerate of this child, right? Well, let's see here. That's just for some that will be a theme here. And there we have a meddling influence. Okay. Dealings, relationships with a younger woman. Give me another. We have here a commitment. A marriage. We have a ring and we have a broken ring over here. So there's a commitment here with a woman. Right, so now we're coming into another. But that was just the first message and that was too specific. So we add another layer here. We have a commitment with a woman that holy shit, okay. So, show me this King of Swords there. We have a man here. Oh, could of course be a woman, but is this the King of Swords here? Oh, another queen. There's so many queens today. We have two people who are arguing. They're arguing, it feels as though they can't really figure out, they can't really find a compromise regarding here, right? Then we have this King of Swords here, who's a little bit in his head. He's almost like he's being schooled. He's being sent back to... It's almost like he's being asked here to figure out how on hell it is that he provide, how he on earth is he supporting this dynamic, or is he blocking the forward movement? But he's in his head here because he's a typical man. Sorry. Oh, there's so many. It's like I'm being thrown into a huge argument. Everyone has an opinion. There are more men included in this and more women. There's a lot of people here who's arguing about this. This man here he's the father, he's the boss, he's the teacher here. This is how we always do things. He's that guy. Alright, and then we have this younger woman. Oh, it's like this seeing two eyes to eyes with this younger woman. It's like a mother telling her ex-husband to spend time with his daughter, basically. I'm not picking up on this. Yeah, this man being that terrible, but it has something to do with him needing to get back to basics. We have of course, it can also be a woman, right? We do have a deep friendship here with someone of the same sex. Could be a Leo here. In all cases, let me just get obviously another one. We have dealings with a younger woman here. I get that there's these conversations taking place regarding this commitment here, but it's discussing the parting of ways in ways where you still maintain a friendship, you know. So that's again where we have this divorced energy. It's like, how can we part ways and still maintain a friendship? Or how you can we part ways in ways where you still maintain a friendship with our child. We have this woman here who's very, she's a little, she doesn't really, she's a little confusing, let's say like that. She's confusing, she can feel as though she's communicating in ways that create more conflict than they do good. She can be very harsh with her words, she can have some emotional outbursts. Because there's a woman here that may be in need of working on emotional literacy, but at the same time, I still get that someone here is lying. What I have here is that we have so many people arguing. We have someone here that's a people pleaser, let's say like that. We have someone here who's people pleaser, and we have someone here who's trying to speak up. And then we have this younger woman who's in this sort of a partnership here. It's almost like she's about to get married, but someone here is taking a long journey to try and almost like get her to go back to basics. So she's not going to engage in a partnership, even though she has this friendship with one of them. Because someone here wants to keep a friendship so she doesn't part. That she stays unclear and she stays. Oh my god, I hope none of you, we're going into some sort of a narrative here where we also have someone here who's trying to manipulate someone here to stay. Someone here is trying to push someone away, someone here is trying to keep them. And someone here is trying to prevent someone here from meeting someone else. And it's all centered around this woman here. She's almost like she's either a child or she is she is this young energy. She could be a high school sweetheart even. She's very, 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 she has a very youthful energy. There's a lot of arguments about her. Right. She's not even here. It's almost like court has taken her. It's like a karma, or the court has come here and taken her. This is like it's like a parents. It's like a legal situation, guys. It's a legal situation centered around this one here. And that is what we have for you. That was. Alright, let's just add another completely different one. We have a cane, look out for your health, pay attention to your finances, and a woman with dark hair, and a box. And here we have a woman who has dark hair, and she's in a romance with a younger man. Oh dear Lord. Now I've got a sugar mommy story here. Sugar mama story. I can't deal with this drama. That's too much for me. There was this woman with dark hair having a relationship with a younger man, giving him money. Okay, can we give you a normal story here? Give me a normal story. Great advice from a wise person regarding the indecisiveness that allow your life to ramble, and someone you know is undependable and insincere, and it's time to cut it off because it's disappointing. Someone here is giving advice saying, you know what, all this indecisiveness here is due to someone being very, very independable and insincere. it's bringing disappointment here. If you want to keep things in scale in your life, look out for greed when it comes with a man who has dark hair. It's all about the money here. Okay, that's it. Whew, that was weird. So I'm gonna go to a birthday party now. I will see you next week. Take care. Oops, over here. Take care. Ciao.